Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. Now in today's video I want to go over 3 particular hunters that are in the game that a lot of us are actually not using, unless you are a free-to-play player and these are the only SSR characters you have. Then of course you might be using those units. But if let's say you have all the characters, because it's not that hard to get the characters in the game, especially the standard banner characters, but there are 3 particular ones that I've noticed that a lot of us do not actually use a lot of, and they are perfectly seated at the bottom on my account. As you can see, the 3 characters I'm going to be talking about is Hong Dong-soo, as well as Lim Tae-gyu and Woo Jun-cho. Now, one thing I would like to say is, of course, all these characters are good. The only reason why many people don't use them is because there are better characters. It's that simple. When there are better units to use and better characters that you have, there is literally no point in using some of the other characters, which I think is one of the biggest flaw in this game, because at the end of the day, once you have your 3 core characters, you're probably going to be sticking with those characters more frequently. Of course, in certain situations, you might switch out 1 or 2 characters and include other units, but you really don't need every single SSR characters in the game. And I kid you not, these 2 particular ones I do not actually use. Now, I do think Hong Dong-soo, since he is a wind type character, and if you get dupes for him, he's actually very good. And the only time I ever use him is in Power of Destruction, when it's weak against wind, and I actually do think he's actually pretty decent in here. So that is actually when I start using him, or when like my other characters literally have a massive debuff and I need another DPS, I use him sometimes. But as you can see with this total power, there's clear evidence that I have not built him up compared to my other units, but I do think he is a good character. The main 2 I actually want to focus more on is Lim and Woo Jun-cho. Everyone gets this character, everyone has him. Lim honestly was one of the most hyped up character when early access was a thing, but honestly he's just not needed. He's just not needed. The main reason for that actually is, if you take a look at his kit, most characters that are on top of being some of the best in the game, like Alicia, Charhain, Seo, Emma, Beck, all these top 10 characters or top 9 characters in here, the main reason why they are consistently used is because they do more than one thing. So even with the damage dealers, they also have great supportive capability. Alicia, she does insane amount of DPS, but she has amazing supportive capability with her shield, with her freeze, with her what else does she do? With her removal of debuff. With Charhain, she does other supportive capabilities that might not be that insane, because unrecoverable isn't always going to be something you need, but hey, it is still something that comes in clutch, especially against particular enemies. But she also has this branding effect that can be used even with Song Jin-woo and with other characters as well. So, and her damage is insane. We got Seo with the shield and just damage in general. That's pretty much it. With Emma, the damage plus supportive capability, damage supportive, damage supportive, damage supportive, damage supportive, supportive plus insane support, more insane support. With this character, he does have great damage. I think one main issue, many people don't use him even when there's a stage where it's weak to wind type, is because he does not have a good support character that will actually help him deal more damage. Plus, his kit revolves around being able to remove target's shield. Now, I feel like if we get particular content, he might actually just increase in like usage. If there's a particular boss that honestly it's hard to bring down the shield, but he has the ability to instantly remove it, that would be absolutely crazy. But so far there is not much need for him right now, but again, I do use him when it's the recommended elements in Power of Destruction, because he actually outputs quite a bit of damage as well, even with the latest buff as well. Of course, he does want dupe as well. He wants dupe to actually make him really good, but I don't think he's a bad character. I absolutely love him as well. I used to shit on him, I'm not even gonna kid myself. I used to dislike this character, but he has actually started to grow on me. I haven't built him up a lot, I don't use him that much, but he's grown on me. Before I carry on with the video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, show support to the channel. In the comment section there will be the link to the official content creator program, where you guys can go ahead and support the channel that way as well. But again, click the like button, go ahead and show your support, and let's carry on with the video. So with him, I think if he gets a really good wind type support character, his usage will increase significantly. Now, what could they do? What could that wind type support character do? I guess increase his damage even more, provide supportive capabilities like a shield, and that would be great. Now, one thing I've mentioned actually, so removes impulse, increases user's defense. Okay, one thing I mentioned, like I said, all the other top tier characters, they do damage but also have great supportive capability. He also suffers from that as well. Like, he does damage, but that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, he has stun as well actually, so yeah, that stun is useful, but it's only 4 seconds, and this is only useful when Sung Jin-woo is there. So yeah, he doesn't have, he pretty much doesn't have supportive capability, and again, that causes him not to be used frequently, because you can have great DPS from her, but she also has great supportive capability. The same thing with Seo, same thing with Alicia, same thing with all the other top tier DPSs in the game. Now, when it comes to Lim, he got recent buff just like all the other characters, but he still has a main issue where I'm not going to say his bulk of his damage is in his ultimate, but his ultimate does do a good amount of damage, so you want to be actually using his ultimate. In terms of best artifacts, it's not this one, it's actually like the one hit kill one, this one, so you can deal with extra damage with his ultimate. But besides that, he doesn't have supportive capability. Pretty much it. He's a breakout character, the only breaker for Dark, so of course he does have his use, but even then, like, I will just use Beck or Emma or Seo. Like, I'd rather use those characters because they offer more to the team besides breaking. Lim is just, yeah, I want you to break and deal okay damage until I use my ult, and that's just too long. That's too long to do that damage when you can use other characters that offer a lot better. So again, like I said, he doesn't offer much. A magic boost increases the user's core attack damage, that's for him. Also the allies, again, not many, actually increases the user's core attack damage. This could actually be useful with Alicia. Could be useful because Alicia wants to do a core damage, but is it enough? So what he does is increases, wait, what is this? Oh no, this is support, this is special skill. This is support skill with Sung Jin-woo. Okay, yeah, this is useless then. Sung Jin-woo does not need this. The core attack, like what? No, this is not that useful. Besides that, yeah, he doesn't have any supportive capability. Let me see this one. Applies the magic boost effects. Yeah, again, doesn't have supportive capability, and that's just tough. Now, I do think Woon Jun-chul, many people don't use him just because he's a free character. Usually free characters are garbage. Many people assume he's just garbage. He's a breaker character, again, for the wind type. Again, in certain situations, you might want to use him if it's weak against wind type and there's a boss that you want to break as fast as possible. Yeah, you can use him for that advantageous element, plus the breakability is actually quite decent. So yeah, he does have great, let me see. So weak break, super armor. So yeah, they buffed him up by giving him super armor. Actually, no, I think he always had that. But anyway, super armor is actually pretty good because one major issue is like when you're trying to use your skill, but the enemy is about to hit you, you don't have super armor. You're about to get, they're gonna knock you out of using your skill. So having super armor is actually pretty useful. This one over here, when a skill is used, it charges dash. Now this is actually very useful. I think, okay, dash him. You want to be able to dash as frequently as possible so that you can escape damage and also get behind the enemy. So this can actually be really good to use him. When the skill is used, increases maximum of dash. So this is actually going to be useful for Sung Jin-woo, can be useful for Sung Jin-woo as well, but it's not a damage buff. It technically can increase your damage because more dashes, actually survivability and damage, because more dashes you can survive, you can spawn to the back of the enemy, decrease the defense by 60%. So all of this does work, but it's not necessarily needed. That is the issue with him. So I do think he's actually decent. And you know what? Like, if I was to say out of all the 3 underused character, the one that is used more is probably him, followed by Lim, because many people like to use Lim, followed by Woon Jun-chul, because everyone just says he's garbage. He isn't garbage. He's a good character, just, again, not on the same tier as the other best in the game. But honestly, I dislike Lim the most. I already told you guys this. I made a separate video on Lim a long time ago. I have a specific hate for this character because I think he's just overrated. He's simply overrated, and he's not even top 10 in the game. He's not top 10. Simply put, he is not top 10. And if I get him in a banner, like if I lose 50-50 to him, I just cry. If I lose 50-50 to both these characters, honestly, I would cry. I wouldn't cry, but again, I would be really upset. Like, losing 50-50 to any of the other characters, I will absolutely take, especially with him, actually. Like, any of the other characters, if I lose 50-50, I'm completely fine. Even with weapons, I'm completely fine. But if I lose 50-50 to specifically Lim, yeah, I can't handle that. He just doesn't offer much, and he doesn't see much claim. You don't need him. Pretty much, you don't need him. Not much gameplay usage. Now, of course, instance dungeon with Igris, where there's, you know, recommended elements, you actually can use him here again. But I just feel like you can. Okay, of course I'm a whale, so the testing over here is just not gonna be that insane. But I just rather use like if I was to use like a proper break team, it'll be this. Like, pretty much, I get shield, I get defense down, I get well, break skill, and heat absorption. Is that it? Let me see. Heat absorption and emission, so fire damage, but it's not actually that useful. But we get the defense penetration, which I'll take as well. So I would rather use this, honestly. So let me actually just go into this one right now. So we use Dark. We don't really need that because we're already very strong. It's like, it's not difficult at all. So let me just go in right now and showcase this team. This is not the regular team I use, honestly, but hey, we can showcase this team. Oh, and it's on auto, so I'm gonna have to immediately cancel that and remove. Yep. Yeah, okay. Just ignore that. Ignore the miss. Okay, so we spawn the shield over here. So look, I can just tank it. So look, this is why I need CO every time. Now, I deliberately took that, but again, I just want to show proof. And Emma has great breakability. And then we also have Beck. Of course, oh wait, I didn't summon Beck. Where's Beck? There we go. So Beck has better break, honestly. Beck's break is insane. But again, we have like great supportive capabilities. So I don't really think you need Lim, because all he would offer is break and not much supportive capabilities that would be useful, honestly. So yeah, let me just quickly. Okay, if I was to take advantage of the full dark, like, it would be like this. And you don't necessarily have to do this, honestly, but let's just do this. There we go. Now, I've already made a video going over the top 5 characters in the game. Go ahead and check that video out. I do agree with my list, and I think those are the main good characters that you obviously want, including some standard better characters. So we just dodge that, we get behind, we use Lim. Let's see the break ability. It takes too long. It takes too long. Like, honestly, bro, you have to sit there and wait. Like, don't kid yourself. Okay, of course we're gonna take more damage now. We get behind, we break. It's just like other characters have greater supportive capability that just offer a lot more to the team. And then we get Lim again. Like, once it's broken, like, why would I use Lim? Like, actually, I want to see how much damage Lim offers. So hopefully we can get Lim soon. Oh damn, he's actually debuffed us. I didn't even feel. This is the first time I've noticed he actually debuffs. Like, what the hell? I've been playing this for a while and I didn't know he debuffs. I'm just waiting for Lim to come out so that I can see the damage he can offer. Actually, first we do this. How much does she do? Yeah, like, usually the damage for supportive characters are not even that crazy. So anyways, let's just go with this. Yeah, see, look, like, what's the point of having them? You're not using them for damage. You're using them for like the supportive capabilities they have, and he doesn't offer much. Now, even if you take him to you know, hunter only stages, when you're using him, his playstyle causes him to like stand still, just face planting yourself. Certain high bosses you want to be frequently moving around, he just causes you to get hit. Anyways, that's my personal distaste to Lim. But besides that, the other 2 characters I do see some use. Like, in the future, when we get a good support character for the wind typing, he is actually going to be pretty good. I do think so. And especially if there's stages where he can remove the shield, he might be that character that everyone is like underrating right now, but the moment a good content comes out that specifically suits him, he might actually become on top. Anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on solo leveling. Alright, let me know down in the comment section if you believe those 3 are also underused. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.